Chiliar. Hello everyone, this is Deepak here. I am faculty of English language guys at Success Mantra, and last time we recorded the class regarding how to solve the comprehensions. There are two important aspects, or there are two important things which are very indispensable part of English language. One is, I believe, is the reading to key to success guys. Reading is key to success, especially for CLAT. And the second lethal combination is the vocabulary part. If we have sound vocabulary along with reading, so I strongly believe we'll be doing great in our paper. So there are two important stuff that we all have to cover. One is the reading part and the second is the vocabulary part. So what we need to do is to have the session one more focused towards the reading part and the one focused on the vocabulary part. So we'll be starting 10 words. It will be 10 words only, but we'll try to cover the rest of the word, the nearby words or the synonym, antonym. We'll try to see the usage of these words. So we'll try to get better idea about it. Okay, so let's start the class guys today. The first word, the absence of law and order. Absence of law and order guys. Okay, so we'll be studying related word to this. First of all, like the archy and the crazy is called the rule and the session. If we go with archy and the crazy, we say the rule and session. Okay, so this is called basically the rule. And how many type of rules we have, I'll try to give you an idea about it. Again, if I talk about the rules guys, so one is the democracy, where the person is elected by people. There is oligarchy, where are few and the powerful people are there. Oligarch class is the class where the few and powerful people are there. And this is very important guys. Oligarchy, few and powerful people ruling the country. Few and powerful people ruling the country. So that is called oligarch class. And there is another class which is called the autocrat. Autocrat is the the self bolte hai. We can call it as self. Okay, so autocracy is called basically the like when someone is not listening to anyone and following his own rule and regulations, which is called Tanashahi in Hindi as well. So autocracy is when someone is looking at his own decisions, not advising, not taking advice from anyone. So that can be called as autocracy. Democracy is when the people elected government. Oligarchy when few and powerful people. There are bureaucracy, kakistocracy, and there are a lot of other words like this which can be used. Okay, so anarchy is basically called as the rule. Archy is basically called as rule. Anarchy guys, the archy is rule. Okay, so anarchy is basically no rules and regulations. Absence of law and order. Absence of law and order. There was complete anarchy when the riots happened in East Delhi in February. There was complete anarchy in Delhi. Absence of law and order. Okay, so anarchy basically absence of. And what do you mean by rebellion? Rebels hote hain guys who goes against the government. And the 1857 mutiny again going against the established rule. And the revolt is also 1857 revolt. We might have heard about the revolt. Okay, so these are all the things which where we go against the established rules and regulations. And there is another word which is called the insurrection. There is another word which is called the insurrection. For this, insurrection was put down by the government. How can we use it? Insurrection was put down by the government. So means the revolt was put down by the government. The China is trying its level best to to put the insurrection down in Hong Kong. So insurrection matlab, again you can call this as the revolt. So guys, how we can keep all these words in your mind, or how I learned all these words, is just the keeping the word intact with you, revising it on regular basis, and the most important is to use them in your daily life. That is more important than anything else. if we keep on using these words in your daily life, that is something which I believe is key to success. So we'll be moving to the next word. The first word is the anarchy. The first one is the anarchy. Okay, chaliye, let's move to the next one. Chaliye, too much official formalities. Guys, too much official formality is also very famous word, where we keep on saying that, for everything you have to take the government permission, and to take that permission either you need to pay them kickback, or there are a lot of the implications in getting that license and other stuff, है ना. तो अगर मैं यहाँ पर बोलूं तो कहीं ना कहीं पर guys, somewhere we are stuck in the labyrinth of bureaucracies, we are stuck in the labyrinth of rules and regulation. But all bureaucracies does not behave like this. Okay, there is bureaucracy who are which is very smooth and is working for the people. But what we called, when we are stuck in the official formalities, that is called basically the red tapeism. Red tapeism means stuck in the labyrinth of rules and regulations, or especially the government one. I'll write the spelling correctly. Stuck in the labyrinth of. Labyrinth hota hai guys, the bhool bhulaiya you can say, or the maze you can say. Okay, stuck in the labyrinth of rules and regulations. Suppose you are starting your own business and you have to take certain license, and my god, there are so many implications in getting those license and doing all the stuff. So that's the reason why government keep on saying we are removing the red tapeism, we are just keeping the one window, and you won't be facing any kind of situation in obtaining the licenses and all that. So red tapeism पे remove करने की जो है, the government keep on emphasizing, and we have improved a lot. As per the Moody rating, we have improved a lot in terms of managing the red tapeism. Okay, so guys, red tapeism होता है when there is so much of rules and regulations. When there are so much of rules and regulations, that is called red tapeism in India or probably anywhere else. चलिए गाइस, नेक्स्ट पे मूव करते हैं, जल्दी देखते हैं क्या है नेक्स्ट हमारे पास. द थर्ड वर्ड, विल सी द थर्ड वर्ड, व्हाट इज द आंसर फॉर द थर्ड वन. चलिए, सो विल मूव टू द थर्ड वन. Hard to please, very nice word guys. There are a lot of people, some who are hard to please, very difficult to digest, and I want all four words to be with you guys. These four words are very important. Loquacious was in 2019 ILAT. Guys, the lock is basically used for speaking. Lock is basically used for speaking. Anything who is loquacious, that person speaks a lot. Loquacious, OUS is used for full of. In English, OUS is used for full of. So anyone who is loquacious is the one who speaks a lot. The one who actually, is, you can call this as verbose and the garrulous as well. So if your any friend who is basically speaking a lot and talking a lot and sometime doing the redundant talking, that can be called as the loquacious one, verbose and the garrulous. Okay, and the stubborn kya hota hai guys? Adamant. Stubborn is called the adamant. Ziddi, obdurate child, and now recalcitrant, obstinate you can say, obstinate, obdurate. So we can call this like this. और guys देखिए, fastidious क्या होता है? The lot of people who are fastidious in choosing the things. If I am fastidious, it means I am very choosy person, and I I don't wear the shoes of normal brand. I just go only with the Nike and the Adidas or the Puma. Okay, so because I am very fastidious in my clothing, I normally don't go to any burger shop, and I just go for the highly qualified, or I would say highly rated kind of shops like Some people don't like Domino's, love to go to Pizza Hut. Okay, so they are fastidious in their choice. They are fastidious means to be very finicky and the choosy. If you are finicky, if you are fussy, and you are quite choosy, so we can call you as the fastidious. Virat Kohli is fastidious in choice of his food. Akshay Kumar is quite fastidious in his diets, in his like the way he dress or the way he present himself on the screen. Hedonist होते हैं guys, the pleasure seeker. Hedonist is called basically the pleasure seeker, like who believes that we are on the planet just to enjoy the life. The hedonist is called basically the one who is pleasure seeker and the one who is on this planet just to enjoy the life. So that is called basically the hedonist. And fastidious is the one who is finicky. So the hard to please is called basically the fastidious. Hard to please is basically called as the fastidious, right? Chaliye guys, the fourth one will take, or we'll move to the fourth one. Chaliye, please mark the answers guys. The fourth one, please take your time and mark the answers. Of an average or not very good quality. देखिए guys, if you are the suave के there are three synonym for suave. There are three synonym for suave, and very very important word, debonair. And you can call the person carrying the urban attitude. If a person is suave and the carrying the debonair attitude, the urban attitude, that person is very very sophisticated. The one who knows how to behave in social situation. The one who knows how to react to certain situation. The one who actually does have a sound knowledge of current scenarios or the fashion or any other related stuff, right? So if person is called suave or the debonair, it is called debonair, D-O-B-O, debonair. Okay, so if the person is debonair, urbane, sophisticated, that person can be called as the very very gentle or the elegant person who knows how to behave in a social situation. Or if you are an archetype of successful businessman, I keep on saying that Ambani is an archetype of successful businessman. He actually one who knows how to run business. During the coronavirus, where the other businesses were in slump or probably were plummeting at very fast pace, it was only Ambani who actually like flourishing in the business. Ambani, the share price you must have seen, have almost gone doubled, or he has multiplied his income. So he's the one who actually can be considered as an archetype of a successful businessman. Archetype is called basically the paragon. Archetype or epitome is basically called as the paragon, or you can say the perfect example. This is called the perfect example of something. Archetype of successful businessman can be called as the perfect example of something. He is the paragon of how a business should be run. Mediocre क्या होता है? I was a mediocre student during my childhood. Mediocre means guys, the one carrying the average level. Okay, you should never settle for mediocrity. If you are just mediocre guys, you're not going to get anything in your life. Okay, mediocrity is not going to give any fruitful result. So mediocrity matlab hota hai guys, when someone is little bit you can say the average one or the normal one. Okay, I was a mediocre student, run of the mill, ordinary, बहुत ही simple, run of the mill. ठीक है? So the answer would be like, guys, A, of an average, not very good quality, that is called basically the mediocre. But if someone is the epitome or the archetype of something, that can be considered as the perfect example of something. Suave, debonair, elegant, sophisticated, and you can say the, the urbane, these are basically the very good person, personality wise, knowledge wise, society wise, right? Okay, we'll move to the next one, guys. We'll move to the next one. Guys, very nice word, very nice word, guys. Having two opposite feeling at the same time, or being uncertain about how you feel. Guys, देखिए, ambidextrous होता है skilled at both hands. Ambidextrous होता है skilled at both hands. Okay. Ambidextrous is basically called as the one who is skilled at both hands. जो दोनों हाथों में स्किल होते हैं, that is called ambidextrous, right? So that person is called as ambidextrous. If there is an ambiguity over certain things, if there is an ambiguity in certain things, there is no clarity. Ambi or amphi is used for both. Ambi or amphi is used for both. Either the person is in two situation, he is in probably in between of dilemma, so there is a complete ambiguity on the farmer bills. The current farmer bills, there is complete ambiguity. लोगों को पता नहीं लग पा रहा ये अच्छा बिल है कि बुरा बिल है ना. There are a lot of farmer protesting, but government is emphasizing that this bill will gonna give lot of benefit to the farmer. So why this is ambiguous? Why there is so much of ambiguity on this? तो ambiguity का मतलब होता है, guys, अगर मैं बोलूं तो which is unclear or is in two situation. Okay, चलिए the next one देखिए, guys. I have ambivalent feeling for the government. I have ambivalent feeling for the government. Government को लेके I am carrying ambivalent feeling. Ambivalent feeling means, guys, the one carrying the mixed feeling. Ambi means both. Well मतलब move करना type में. Okay, so ambivalent means when you are moving between two feelings. Okay, so ambivalent feeling is something where we have two feelings. The maybe the good one maybe the bad one. Okay, so sometime when the government takes good decision which is in the favor of nation, I'm really impressed by the government and I have very positive feeling. But when something wrong happens and the migrations are not happening in the proper way, and in the coronavirus we must have seen a lot of mishandling of the things, so that gives me a lot of pain and I have the the bad feeling for the government. So when you are carrying bad and good feeling both, that is called the ambivalent feeling, right? So the answer would be ambivalent. And what do you call ambivert? Vert means turn. Vert means turn. Ambi matlab both. So ambivert is a mixture of introvert or the extrovert. Ambivert is a mixture of introvert or the extrovert, right? So this is called the mix of intro and extro. Mix of intro, or you can call it as the extro. Introvert or extrovert ka it is a mix, you can say that. Chaliye, moving to the next word, guys. Moving to the next word, and these are, guys, you're not supposed to apply special the rules and regulations. What you need to do is to keep on revising the words. Whenever you get the opportunity, start using these words in your daily life. I am ambivert. I have ambivalent feeling for the government. Okay, things are completely ambiguous in coronavirus. I don't know whether we step out or whether we should stay at home. If we stay at home, we are going to lose our job, or we step out, we are gonna caught by coronavirus. So there is complete ambiguity from the government side as well, whether to open schools or not, whether to open business or not, whether the market will keep on running like this. So there is complete ambiguity in the mind of the government. Okay, the next one we have is, guys, Okay, the next one we have is, guys, this one. The state of abstaining from marriage, or you can say the sexual relationship. If someone is staying away from the sexual relationship or abstaining from the marriage, okay, what do you call that person? Guys, देखिए, anything which is wedlock means like wed में lock हो गए है, it means they are already married. If a child is out of wedlock, it means child born without marriage. Child born without marriage. If child is born out of wedlock, it means child born without marriage, right? So that is called the wedlock. Out of wedlock, or wedlock means us type mein we can take it. Guys, adultery means like involving in sexual relationship other than wife. Okay, so it is to an extent, I don't know the according to law it is crime or not, but yeah, adultery is obviously not considered as very good characteristics. Adultery means the one who is involved in sexual relationship other than wife. Okay, so the person was charged for adultery, and most of the the divorce or the other stuffs are happening just somewhere because of the adultery. People involved in the relationship with multiple people even after marriage. So the adultery is one of the reasons for divorce as well. Chaliye, spinster is the one who is old lady but not married. Old lady but not married means the age of marriage has crossed. Mayawati is a spinster, and you can call Lata Mangeshkar is a spinster. You can call Mamata Banerjee is a spinster. So the one lady who has crossed the age of marriage and probably they decided not to get married, or I don't know the exact reason behind it, but the old lady who is not married. Old lady but not married. And the celibacy is the kind of a vow taken by someone that I'll not involved in any marital activities, any kind of connubial bliss, any kind of conjugal activities, means which is related to the marital bliss. So that person decided to go for celibacy. Okay, the moment the Mahatma Gandhi jump into the you can say the freedom struggle, he decided to go for a life of celibacy. Celibacy, when you decided not to have the marital bliss or not to involved in any sexual related things. So that is called celibacy, and you can say the abstaining from marriage and the sexual relation, and the answer is called the celibacy. Answer is called basically the celibacy, which can be considered, right? So all four are very, very important words from the passage point of view. From the other point of view, guys, the adultery, celibacy, spinster, wedlock, so you can get idea of these words. Chaliye guys, let's move to the next one. Okay, the fear of flying. Very simple word, and the words can come from almost any place, guys, So the fear of flying. Flying, guys, क्या होता है? अगर मैं बोलूं तो flying के लिए the word which is used is arrow. Okay, arrow. And the glosso is basically used for tongue. Glosso is used for tongue. ठीक है? Glosso किसके लिए यूज होता है, guys? Tongue के लिए. Mono मतलब होता है one. Mono किसके लिए आता है, guys? One. और बोल सकते हो अकेले रहने का, or probably not getting mixed up with others, that is called the monophobia. And the atikiphobia is basically used for failure. Lot of people suffering from this phobia, atikiphobia. They might might be feeling that they may not get succeed in their life, so they must be feeling the atikiphobia. And almost all the persons carrying this kind of feeling, the atikiphobia, which is called basically the fear of failure. Phobia is the again fear. So the aerophobia, when someone is like having a fear of like the flying in the plane or probably going at different area. इसको flying को बोल सकते हैं जब आप plane में बैठने से guys, है ना, when someone is afraid of like flying into the plane, तो उसको बोल सकते हैं glossophobia. when people have the public speaking phobia, they are afraid of speaking in front of the people, especially in English, so they have the glossophobia. Atychiphobia is the fear of failure. Right guys, चलिए मूव करते हैं 8 number word. Let's move to the 8 number word guys. One who looks serious and threatening. Very very nice word guys. I keep on saying, why are you giving me the saturnine looks? है ना, when someone gives me the saturnine looks, मैंने कहा यार क्यों नाराज हो मेरे से, है ना, why you are giving me the saturnine looks? So when someone is looking at you, probably to an extent that he is going to fight with you, or probably not giving the very very good expression, so that is called basically the saturnine. ठीक है, that is called, इसको ऐसे याद कर सकते हैं, he is giving me the saturnine looks. He is giving me the saturnine looks. Saturnine looks होता है guys, sometimes the somber, grave, right, somber, grave, थोड़ा सा aggressive look भी कई बार होता है, थोड़ा gloomy भी कई बार बोल देते हैं. And what do you call AMI guys? AMI is always used for friend. So if I have amicable, this was in 2018 your IELTS exam. Amicable or amiable was in 2018 IELTS exam. So ami matlab friend, so amicable relationship means when you have the friendly relationship with others. Okay, so having an amicable relationship with someone, having an friendly relationship with someone. Envious matlab when you are jealous of someone, you can say. Or the irascible nature means the one carrying very very irritable nature. Irascible you can call as splenetic, you can call as peevish, right, and you can call as the tasty nahi, testy, right? So you can call this as testy, petulant, irascible, splenetic, cantankerous. There are n number of words which we can use when you are writing these words. So the man with irascible nature, the grumpy old man. You can say the grumpy old man. Grumpy मतलब बहुत ही चिड़चिड़ा, crabby, ठीक है? So that kind of word can be used when you are saying this word. So saturnine looks मतलब when someone is giving little bit threatening look, the गंभीर look, you can say the very serious look. So the answer would be the saturnine. Answer would be saturnine. Amicable relationship when you are carrying a friendly relationship, and amicable से ही हम बोल लेते हैं amiable. We can also call it as amity. We can also call it as amicus curiae. Amicus curiae, right? So this is basically, अगर मैं बोलूं, this can be called as the amiable, amity or amicus curiae. Okay, the next one we have is guys the 9 number. The answer for this is saturnine. Okay, move to the next one. The 9 number we have is, okay, very nice word guys, very very nice word. You will see these words in your article or multiple areas guys. बहुत ही important word है. A servile self-seeker who attempts to win favor by flattering influential people. A servile, guys, servile attitude means like you're very very obsequious. Servile attitude means you're very very obsequious. Obsequious attitude. Obsequious मतलब भी होता है बहुत ज्यादा, जो एक तरीके से जिसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, वो काइंड ऑफ अ फ्लैटरर. Obsequious attitude means the kind of a flatterer, जो लोगों के आगे अगर मैं बोलूं तो बहुत ज्यादा काउटाउ करते हैं, है ना, काउटाउइंग बिफोर समवन. काउटाउ मतलब एक तरीके से बेंडिंग योर नीज इन फ्रंट ऑफ समवन, यू आर नीलिंग डाउन, ठीक है, दैट इज कॉल्ड काउटाउ. So servile self-seeker who attempts to win favor by flattering influential people. Guys, nepotism तो होता है when you are favoring your own relatives. Okay, so the nepotism prevailed almost in all the industry. I don't know why the Bollywood is only being blamed. यार nepotism happens almost all the industry, from government job to from all the industry. If I have my relative, definitely I am going to give preference to my relative. Although talent must be seen, talented people should get the job first, but the nepotism cannot be eradicated. We have seen in the politics, नेताजी का बेटा नेता है ना, so that is called the nepotism, भाई भतीजावाद, which is called. And the psychopath is the mentally disturbed person. He can, like some people called Narendra Modi, like Arvind Kejriwal called Narendra Modi a psychopath, I believe. Okay, so psychopath who is mentally disturbed. Hedonist, we already have seen, pleasure seeker. Hedonist is the person who is pleasure seeker, right? So if someone is hedonist, that person only needs pleasure in his life. They feel they are on the planet to enjoy their life. Jet setter kind of people. Okay, so the jet setter kind of people is basically called as hedonist. And what do you call sycophants? Sycophants are called basically the adulators, and you can say the flatterers. These are those people who believes in flattery, and they are flatterers, right? Adulators. I don't believe in psychophancy at all. I don't believe that being sycophant you can get success in your life. Ultimately you will have to prove your mettle. Ultimately you will have to do your job. You might get job on the basis of nepotism, but you can hardly survive. Guys, in Bollywood, if someone is getting hit, it is only because of the talent. It is not only the nepotism. Yes, entry is very very easy for nepotism. ठीक है ना, ये ध्यान रखिए. इसको हम हैंगर ऑन भी बोल सकते हैं गाइज. हैंगर ऑन होते हैं बड़े बड़े लोगों के साथ, who are like a hanger. Hanger on is the the one who stays with the big people or the influential people, and they just to get their things done. They just get their things done. Hangers on उसको बोल सकते हैं हम. So servile self seeker who attempts to win favor, और इसको हम curry favor भी बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में. He always curries favor with his boss. He always curries favor with his boss. So curry favor means to have the the flattering kind of nature, और कहीं ना कहीं चापलूसी करना. So that is called curry favor. Guys, so we have the last word for today, and 10 words would be suffice, and what you need to do is to keep on reading this so that we can get a better idea about vocabulary. And please start using in your daily life. Start using these words in your daily life. Chaliye. What is the right word? The study and treatment of tumors in the body. Study and treatment of tumors in the body. गाइस देखो, कुछ मैं एडिशनल भी लिख रहा हूं, जैसे राइनो, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है, राइनोलॉजी वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड यू कैन से दी ओरो, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड यू कैन गो फॉर एंटो, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एटीमोलॉजी, दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो व्हाट डू यू कॉल दिस? Rhinologist वो होते हैं guys, the one who does the treatment of nose. Rhinology, who does the treatment of nose. Orology, one who studies basically the mountains. Orology, one who basically study the mountains. ठीक है. और अगर मैं बोलूं एंटो, एंटो is basically used for insects. Or etymology, guys, the importance of etymology is the origin of words. Origin of words. Agar we know the origin of words, that is called the etymology. Etymology में हम origin of words को study करते हैं, ध्यान रखिएगा. And what do we call onco? Onco is basically called as cancer or tumor. Onco is basically called cancer or tumor, right? So the tumor का जो study है वो है, उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? We call it as oncology. And what is called carto? Carto is basically used for maps. Carto is basically used for maps. So cartology is something where we study about the maps. And ergo is related to the work. Ergo जो root है guys, वो है work, right? If I am an ergophile, so it means I am lover of work. I am lover of work. But some people have the ergophobia. Some people have the ergophobia. If they have so much of work pending, they suffer from ergophobia. Ergo मतलब होता है guys work, और ergophobia मतलब है ना fear of work. Fear of work. That is called ergophobia, right? And what do you call geology, guys? Geo is basically used for earth. Geo is used for earth, right? So the study of earth is basically called as geology. ध्यान रखिएगा guys, right? और एकादलॉजी और क्या होता है? नेफ्रो क्या होता है गाइस? नेफ्रो होता है ब्रेन के लिए, है ना? नेफ्रोलॉजी होता है ब्रेन के लिए. ओरोलॉजी माउंटेन हो गया, ठीक है? पैलेंटियोलॉजी फॉसिल्स की स्टडी हो गई, ठीक है ना? तो बहुत से हैं गाइस. देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ लॉजी एंड एवरी सिंगल वर्ड फॉर अस, because we are preparing for high level of exam. So I keep on saying guys, do not just decide that this is important, this is not. Any word can come in your paper, any word can be like the asked in paper, so you have to better prepare yourself for those words and keep on learning guys. Okay, so this is a small session from my side guys. Next session will be on your passage, or we'll be understanding the close test or the jumbled. So we'll try to get the much better idea about the other concepts of the like the English, and we'll going for double blanks, odd one out. So these kind of stuff we'll be doing in this sessions. So please continue to support us. Thank you so much. My name is Deepak. I'm faculty at Success Mantra for English Language. Thank you so much guys. Bye bye.